Hi, thanks for watching. My name is Donald Barrett, and welcome back to a money-making edition of ITV. If you want to make money in real estate, you're not going to want to leave your television set for the next half an hour. We're going to be talking about how you can capitalize on all the foreclosures that are going on around the United States. My guest name today is Dean Graziosi. Now, he's been in the real estate business for over 20 years. He's been on television for the past 6 years teaching people how to make money. Again, if you want to make money in real estate, you're not going to want to miss this next half an hour. Let's welcome Dean to the show. Dean?
Good to be here, Donald.
Welcome to the show.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Now, how can we make money in real estate? I mean, everybody hears the real estate market's going down and it's tough to make money.
First of all, the media, anything that's controversial sells. And the media, you could look at Yahoo on the cover page, you can look at USA Today, New York Times, anything. It says real estate is bombed. The bubbles burst, foreclosures are rising like never before.
Well, Fox News and CNN just last week was talking about record foreclosures.
Yeah, absolutely. And the thing is, what people have to realize, and what's in my book, is you can make money in real estate on any cycle. But we are in a cycle right now, a downward cycle like we've never seen before in history. And what it's done is open up this window of opportunity to allow people who never thought they could make money in real estate to make more money than ever dreamed possible. And I say that because you don't need money, you don't need experience, and you don't need good credit to even get started.
Well, you don't need money to get started in real estate.
No, here's the thing.
Everybody's seen college sheets. You don't buy, buy real estate with no money down. But how do you get into real estate without any money?
I've been doing real estate for over 20 years. And when I was a kid, my mom worked 2 jobs to make about 90 bucks a week. I lived in a trailer park. So I only tell you that because out of necessity or maybe even desperation, I found ways to make money in real estate that I know nobody else has. I've got strategic ways in my book and my strategies that you can't find any other place in the world. But let me back up for a second and tell you why this is such a window of opportunity for people sitting home right now that are, overtaxed, overfinanced, lots of stress and don't have enough money. Right now, America is more broke than ever before. Average credit card debt is about $9,500 a family. People are stressed because they don't have enough money. That's the problem. The opportunity is that real estate goes in cycles, but this down market is combined with irresponsible loans by the banks. And I say that, listen to it this way, if your family or you prior to 10 years ago or myself, you went to buy a house, you had to put 20% down and you financed 80% and you got a 30-year fixed mortgage, so you knew what your payment was going to be for 30 years. Well, banks created these really irresponsible loans in the past 5 or 6 years.
These arms.
These arms, 3-year adjustable arms, meaning that you get into a house with no money down, you pay interest only, so you're not paying any principal off, and you got a 3-year fixed rate, then it goes adjustable. Well, right now, those adjustable rates are coming due, and people's payments are going from $1,000 to $2,000.
So people can't afford their payment anymore.
No, they can't. They're overwhelmed. Their foreclosures, about 28,000 foreclosures a week are hitting the market.
Well, let me ask you this.
Okay.
If I want to buy foreclosures, am I kicking people out of their homes? I don't want to do that.
I think no, it's a good question. I think it's the biggest misconception. You're thinking you're buying a foreclosure and you're kicking John and Sally and their kids out of their house. In most cases, and what you learn in my book, is that I teach people how to find foreclosures so soon that you're not waiting till it's on the courthouse steps and you're going there to bid on a house. You find it in such an advanced stages that you have the opportunity to make it a win-win-win for everybody. You can get somebody out of a house that is just overloaded, they're stressed, they can't make their payments, so you can help them not get a foreclosure on their record, which ruins their credit for 7 years. They won't even buy a car or another house. You also take it off the bank's books, so they're anxious to get you into that house because they don't want to hold on to it, and it's a win for you because you get to buy a house for pennies on the dollar.
Now, in your book, you talk about how you can get them in pre-foreclosure. What is that?
Pre-foreclosure means you're at the courthouse steps, they're selling your house. Pre-foreclosure is someone's late on their payments, they make it public knowledge, and I teach people how in just minutes how to find that public information so you can look in your neighborhood like you probably did and say, hey, there's 6 houses on their way to foreclosure. Then I give you the exact steps on how to contact the person, what letters to send them, how to buy them, how to use no money down, how to do it without credit. Listen,
do I need experience?
No. No. I mean, everybody who's a real estate investor and thousands of people I've already taught was their first time deal. Everybody's got to do their first thing. I know people look at real estate.
I think sometimes it's intimidating, right?
Oh, it is,
intimidating.
absolutely.
I want to buy real estate. Maybe they never bought real estate before.
Here's something I want to share. A lot of the gurus that you see, and I'm not dogging anybody, but a lot of the gurus you see, they drive people to these big seminars and they teach you about real estate. You're going to make money, and they give them a kit this big and leave them hanging. They go home with this big course and they read a couple.
They don't know where to start.
They don't know where to start. They're overwhelmed by this big college course that they got to figure out on their own. I never went past high school. I think pretty darn simple, but I've been making money with real estate, millions, for 20 years now. So I lay it out in such a simple way that people can see themselves and get into that first deal, find that first foreclosure.
Give me an example.
I'll give you an example. John and Vicki Little. John is a pastor in Arkansas. Doesn't make hardly anything. Passionate, loves God. He's doing his calling, but he doesn't have a lot of money. His wife, Vicki, made $18,000 a year working about 50 hours a week in a collection agency, hated her job. They said, you know, we don't know anything about real estate. They said when I talked to them later on, they believed me and they wanted to just give it a try. It had a money-back guarantee, so they started using my techniques. Donald, on their first 2 deals, they made $18,000, a little bit like $18,750 they made on their first 2 deals, and she quit her job. She was able to quit her job.
She was making that a year.
She was making that a year. They made it in 30 days. Okay, they made it in 30 days. She quit her job. Not only that, they used the same process that's in my book to find a foreclosure for their son. Son just got married. Instead of moving in an apartment, they were able to put their son in a home. He got done with his marriage, moved into a home. They said it's something they always wished of. They couldn't do it for themselves, but they could do it for their son. And they just took a 10-day vacation to Hawaii, paid in full, no credit cards. Their lives have been completely changed because they took a chance and tried something new in real estate.
Right. You know, there's these other real estate programs that have been out there for years. You know, Carlton Sheet's been out there for 10 or 15 years. But you say your program, you have a unique window of opportunity. There's money to be made right now that may not be able to be made in the future.
Oh, absolutely. Like I said, there's money to be made in any cycle, but we are in such a severe down cycle that there's 28 or 30,000 foreclosures a week going on the market. So I teach people, it doesn't matter if they have any experience, how to find them in their area, how to buy them with little or no money down, and how to either rent or sell them for profits. I mean, but this is a window that could last 6, 8 months, a year, but it's not going to be something that's here in 2 years from now. The only thing I ever say, even my family, I share these secrets with my family. I said, please, this is not anything except I'm telling you, you could change your life. You could become a real estate millionaire over the next 2 years. What I don't want people to do, Donald, is look back in 5 years and go, God, I was alive during that session when we had all those foreclosures and I could have jumped in and I didn't, and now it's back to the traditional roller coaster.
Yeah, I wish I did that back then.
Right.
They get the if I'd only syndrome.
Oh, exactly.
If I'd only did that, if I'd only did this.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, think about when the stock market went crazy before the year 2000. How many people got in at the wrong time or sold when they shouldn't have or bought when it was too late? This book simply shows people how to read the real estate cycle they're in. They're in up, down, top, or bottom. And instantly you'll know how the cycle you're in. Then it matches it up with the strategy for the maximum profits. And right now, we are in a down market and the strategy is foreclosures, pre-foreclosures, and short sales. It's 3 things that I teach in the book. It's the easiest thing to learn once you know it.
I want to let our audience tune in here for just a minute. If you're watching right now and you're excited about making money in real estate, if you want to capitalize on all the foreclosures that are going on around the United States, then you need to pick up the phone and get Dean's book, How to Be a Real Estate Millionaire. This book, Dean teaches you all the tips and techniques that you need to go out there and make money in your first 30 days. Also, when you do call in and purchase the book, we're going to throw in absolutely free a 30-day trial to the foreclosure alert program that Dean's developed, which is going to allow you to go on your computer and find all the foreclosures in your local area by just hitting a button. If you want more information on this program, if you'd like to pick up this book, it's only $24.95. It's not yet available in stores. Pick up the phone and call the number on the screen. And Dean, you said you're also going to throw in a report.
I decided, you know, when I was invited to come on your show, Donald, I wanted to do something really special for your viewers. And I've done something I've never done before. I took my most guarded secrets, and I said, this book is incredible all by itself, but I created a special report that has the things in it that usually I only share with friends and family and people that have literally paid me hundreds of thousands of dollars. Like the people who have my personal cell phone and can call me and say, Dean, what should I do on this deal? So I put this special report together. The information in this report alone has made me millions of dollars. And you can't buy it anywhere. I'd even be afraid to put a price on it. I mean, what's that information worth? It cost me millions and made me millions to figure it out. So I put it in a special report. It's only available for your clients, and I'll throw it in with the book today.
So you get Dean's report.
Exactly.
You call it Dean's List, which
yeah,
I never
Dean's
made
list.
the Dean's List.
Yeah,
so
me neither. I never went past high school.
So you'll get the Be a Real Estate Millionaire as well as the
Dean's List,
my
most
guarded
Dean's
List. But for $24.95, you're getting Dean's 20 years of experience making money in real estate. And right now, you do have that window of opportunity to capitalize on what's going on in the real estate market.
Let me just end with one thing, too. If you get off track at all, if somebody's on the book and they get off track or they feel like they lost their place, you can call. We have a hotline they can call at any time for free. We get people right on track. This window of opportunity is so small. I really don't want people to miss it. You know, I wrote this book for the people that are sitting at home, they're in debt, and they need to make money right away. These strategies aren't going to tell you how to make money in 20 years out or 30 years out. I'll guarantee guarantee people, if they follow my program, could make money in their first 30 days. And I'm not talking about an eBay program where you sell your first thing and make 15 bucks. You know, I have students that make 5, 10, 15, 20. One student, Paul Miller, $106,000 documented in 3 days on his first foreclosure.